Nice. Okay. Took me a while to get on tonight. Won't be here too long, but I have a plan. Originally, I was thinking of hitting Darkmoon Fair, but I don't want to waste this rend that I have 40 minutes left of. So what I decided instead to do is something I've been wanting to do for a while. Not the first part, but I did get to the strand the other day, so I'm gonna use this buff to complete this quest. Naga, collect the Wrathtail heads, Naga at the Zoram strand, and then after that I want to go I guess I'm going to take this path across to the road and then north to Darkshore. I love this zone from playing an elf, and so I want to go check it out. I can't really see there being any danger to that. I mean, might be a bit of a crazy move to do if this was a PvP server. But I don't think there's any mobs that are too high for me, and it'd just be cool to run around there. And if I freak some lobies out, that's fine. But anyways, that's what I'm gonna do. So one quest, maybe I'll make it halfway to 25 or something if I'm lucky, and then just do a little exploring. I'm not opposed to doing the Darkmoon, arriving at the Darkmoon Fair at the end. But like I said, I don't really want to go there and just burn a rend. Like, that's not an appealing idea. And I totally love this forest over here. It's so cool. I mean, it's really similar in a lot of ways to Silverpine, but they just colored it different. There's a lot more purple hues, and it's not so dark and dreary. It's more dark and cheerful. I don't know if that makes sense, but that'll have to do. Yeah, I wasn't really sure about coming through here because I was at this place on foot from the Barrens. Oh yeah, that's right, I got a Barrens turn in. And then I started coming this way, and around the time I crossed the bridge I started seeing mobs that were like a few levels above me, and I knew I had to get around Astronar to get over here, so I was like, man, I don't want to like just accidentally suicide this guy by trying to go where he can't go. But on the other hand, I had a level 19 quest to get here, so I was like, yeah, on a non-hardcore server I would have just gone for it, but instead I decided to come through Stone Talon, so this way, through the Talon Deep path, which is what, here? Yeah, here, and then stealthed all through this area anyway. So I just kind of skipped this area, and I don't really know if I even needed to do that. Oh. That's weird. I didn't know that this could be done here. But yeah, this zone's starting to open up a bit. Alright, let's see how I do with these Wrathtails. I don't remember them being extremely hard or chain pulling much, but it's also been a while, so I can't really remember. Kind of almost seems like there's been somebody clearing here. Oh, yeah. No, it's, well, I mean, yeah. Corpse, but yeah, here we go. Okay. So there's definitely been someone through here lately. Level 18, eh? Let's see what's happening. That's funny. I thought it was coming to me, but no. Yeah, that's the thing. I was going to go to cat form, and then I kind of thought, well, I'm going to end up swimming in cat form. Holy loot. Come on, my mana's back already. This is what I thought was going to happen last time. Little fish dinner for the cat. Probably don't even need to leave cat form, but I like these big openings. Might have been just that particular creature was too savvy to. Yeah, see, that's what I was expecting. Is that strangle kelp up there? To know I was there. Oh, yeah. Well, let's go. Kind of forgot there's a whole bunch of them underwater here. At least they all have heads. That would be super irritating if they were all headless. Like those hoofless zebras over in the Barrens. I'll take some bruise weed. Whoa. Okay, well. Nice. Yeah, these things are actually like, I mean, I'm way over leveled on them, so that's part of it too, but they're kind of a pleasure. Like, they're not, they're respawning fast, and they're not doing anything too obnoxious. They're not chain pulling. When they try to run like that, they're not fast, and there's tons of them. And they all have heads. That's the other part. If you've ever played WoW, you know all about the low drop rate on some of the classes. It's a little bit much at times, actually. This made me think that there, I seem to remember there being some kind of little statuette that you can find out here. I mean, you might need a quest before it shows up. Can't quite remember. What the hell? That's so lame. Definitely coded to not let me get behind them. And even worse, it's done in like a 20-year-old way, so that's super obvious. Alright. Nothing like complaining about the thing you're addicted to, huh? Killing tails, I mean. Oof. Okay. Have a look at all the quests I wish I had with me while I came here. What the hell happened there? That was really weird, actually. You all saw that, right? There was some kind of teleportation. Glitchy. Actually make it across there. So maybe I can do 23 more minutes. What do we got here? Some of these I turned down the other day.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Okay, okay. Stay away from the voodoo.
You come get the voodoo.
How?
Nah.
Abu.
Sorry. Not really into that. Oh, okay. So that's it, eh?
Loktar.
Is this guy one again?
Makra.
Makraw.
May your blades never dull. For the Horde.
So just that one guy, huh? And then... Okay, so what else have I got in this area? These ones, I guess. Seems like quite a jaunt. Oh yeah, this. Okay, that's what I'll do. And then, what did I see here? Amongst the ruins. Yeah, okay, maybe that statuette is there. I wish I'd looked. I would have just stayed over there, but anyways. I may or may not come back this way today, but at least I can fly in and deliver next time.
Our ancestors be praised.
Nice. The one nice thing about this for me is, like, I explained in another video, like, I kind of missed a big chunk of Tauren Horde quests. Tord, what the hell? Oh man, if I'm gonna talk, can my mouth at least work? I missed a bunch of Horde quests because so far I've like run a couple of 19 Twinks for Warsong Gulch, Undead Priest, and then also a Tauren Death Knight. So you start at level 45, so there's a big chunk of like 25 levels worth of quests in there that I'm really not that familiar with. Just kind of learning it. But when I come to a place like this, I kind of know my way around because I've been here before. So maybe the quests aren't exactly the same, but I don't feel quite so like lost in a way. Okay, so what are those? All that shit's underground or what? I say that and then the next thing you know I can't find it. Yeah, those all seem like they're inside this place, eh? Could be done. Not really a big fan of caves. Let's give it a look. Either that or just run over here. So I feel like those ones I saw coming through here cleared a bunch. And they're gonna start popping behind me. But I could get lucky here. 4 to 20. Out of 20. I'm still a little confused over where these exclamation marks are. Okay, there's one of those little buggers right there. What are they looking like? Level 20 elites. I wonder why he's not aggroing on me. I don't really feel scared of a level 20 elite. It's everything popping behind me while I'm fighting him that bothers me a little bit. And I can't help but thinking, like, if I'm patient and I just come back, I can pick the rest of these. Yeah, there's only 2 more left. Might as well just wait. So where is that guy? Dungeon, active. It's Fathom Core. Bring the Fathom Core. Sunshine Ruins. Fathom Stone. Somewhere close in the water. just fathom stone anyway. Okay, actually, I'm just gonna look that one up quickly because amongst the ruins. Should be somewhere. Under the water. In a big pool just before you arrive at the big final boss location. Okay, so that's in Nashville. So I don't know, these exclamation marks must appear because the path winds down below or some shit. Not really sure. Great. Level 21 elite. That's what I'm talking about when I said spawning behind me. Well, let's see what happens here. Oh, fuck. Yikes, that got ugly fast. I wonder if that thing's gonna follow me out of there. It's still focused on me. It's kind of funny. There we go. Ooh, that was a little bit of tension, not gonna lie. That's the problem with going into caves, following people in, or changing layers. You never really know what's gonna happen. Okay. Lucky to be a live guy over here. Let's see here. Here we go. at some point I had closed the web browser that had the Twitch stream on it. So I was like, wow, I wonder if anyone was actually watching this. Would have been the most exciting thing that's happened to me lately, that's for sure. Okay. So definitely want to take one of these. One of these. One of these. Not the next try. That's weird. So close on that one, eh? So close on the quest that almost got me killed. Okay, so that can technically go to an alt. I don't know what that is, can't remember. So, anything else here? I got strength, regeneration, and armor. This wouldn't hurt. It's not gonna hurt. Those are raw. Okay. Those are raw. Alright, so I'm gonna actually just vacate this zone now. And if I've got any time left on this Ren buff, oh, I kind of forgot, but I should have unbooned. Oh well. Ooh, I see. There's a world buff off the Dark Moon Fair. I can't remember what it is, but I remember the name of it. Thing is, back in the day, because I wasn't raiding, I didn't really understand about this thing. That's sort of something I've learned about recently. So I used to get a buff like that, and then just 2 hours later it would be gone. I wouldn't really think too much about it. Just try to quest when I had the buffs, and what was that? Ooh, that'd be nice to pick right about now. Really, eh? 210? Huh, okay. Let me look what that is. Yeah. Yeah, that was funny. I really should have gone into cat form and taken that thing out. But I was trying to keep my distance because I didn't want to draw the satyr into the mix. And instead, something spawned behind me. So yeah, that was just a weird one. Okay, what do we got here? Funny, I never really wanted to admit this back in the day, but the cat form's pretty badass. I always wanted to play it as a caster, but I realize now that trying to solely play as a caster is a weak way to go. And it's okay to lead with the cast. She's got an imp minion, eh? Left on that. It's pretty tight together. What's this one? Troll Charm. What that's all about. Well, these ones don't even have what I'm looking for, so what the hell am I even doing here? It's Thistlephere. Okay, I'm done. That was stupid. I'm attacking stuff I don't even need to fight. Ridiculous. Okay, well, I hope this doesn't turn into a stupid thing to do. I mean, I guess it could be. There's bound to be Alliance NPCs around here. That'd be a dumb way to go out. Yeah, that guy, for example. I've talked about this before, but like, as much as I loved some of the things about Cataclysm, and there are things that I wanted to see in the game, I really hated the way that they wrecked the how
generous.
Didn't really mean to thank that gnome twice, but that's what happened. Yeah, there was things they ruined, and this area was one of them, like, in my opinion. And then eventually they like took away the starting zone for elves unless you like shifted dimensions or something. Anyways, I'm glad they brought it back. Classic has been a breath of stale old air. I mean, anyone who played vanilla knows what I'm talking about when I say that, like, it's just so nice to be able to go back this far and civilian and play the game this way. Because as much as I'm happy for the people that still enjoy retail, I really don't. The weird thing is, whoa. It wasn't that long ago that I was still enjoying it. But things took some crazy turns in recent years. Let's get some swift this away. Oh, that's nice. You guys over in Felwood, I guess. So I wouldn't mind passing Aberdeen, but I don't want to get too close. Earthroot, eh? There. And that Moonstalker quest is a fine example of one where you're trying to get like one or two things off of them. That might be an exaggeration, but you don't need that much, and it takes forever. You gotta kill like 30 or 40 of them if you have a unlucky time with it. It's funny that I got skill in defense in fighting that bear that randomly rushed me. It's weird, I distinctly remember there being Briarthorn in this zone. Maybe there was an isn't as much of it as I remember. Okay, so I'm glad I saw that one because I don't really want to fight her and get into PvP mode. That would suck. Nice. I have played an elf in Classic, but it's been at least 2 years. So like, there's a weird thing about this world where I come back to a place like this and it's kind of like visiting an old neighborhood. Except actually when you go to an old neighborhood, like things change. Whereas this place stays really like it was. Look at that, the moonkin. The young moonkin. Yeah, I kind of forgot you fight a bunch of moonkins here. Like the thing they make you do for a Tauren that involves moonkin is really stupid and out of place. It kind of just like send you out of Mulgore just a little bit into the Barrens, and you go to this stone and like fight one moonkin to get bear form. It's like, what now? Okay, I'm really close to Alberdine right now. Whoa, that's exactly where I don't want to go. I just had this weird memory that there was a point where I would take this road out here to the end and kill the Naga, whatever they're called out here. There's an elite, and it would drop something that sold really well in the auction house. So I would come out here over and over again looking for that elite, but specifically for this one thing that it dropped. Whoa. There we go. I sure didn't roll out herbs consistently throughout the game, because I remember just being kind of surprised as a Tauren. How hard it was to pick herbs in Mulgar, and like decided like that was almost one of their justifications for giving Torrents plus 15. But that's not exactly what I mean here. It's more like I don't remember being able to pick Bruiseweed around level 10s. Like the first Bruiseweed that show up in the game are like, well, I guess it's not that much higher. Like they're surrounded by level 14 at least in Silverpine, those Dalaran mages. So yeah, I guess it's not that different, but 4 levels. I don't remember it being so haunting sounding here, but it definitely is. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that thing would have definitely tripped over me and aggroed, no question about it. Nice. That's the whole reason I'm here. Well, not here in Darkshore, but here out in the middle of this bush picking Briarthorn. Five of them, that's pretty good. That's like on par with an average herb run in Silverpine Forest. Cool. That's actually pretty fun. In a weird waste your time kind of a way. Thistlebear. And do I have the stone to get out of here? 5 minutes. Alright. Yeah, this road is a lot longer than I remember. Probably because the last few times I came, well, I don't know, not on that twink, but there was a lot of times I came down here on a mount. Crazy tower. I actually got a picture flying by that. Might have even been on this guy. Okay, let's see if I can find that elite. 18, no, eh? Maybe not. definitely don't want to mess around with an elite in the middle of these, so no. Alright. Oh yeah, I can't really do anything anyway. Kinda forgot. Ten seconds. So. Fun times. Fun waste of times. Let's see what we got here. Man, I hate having stuff like this. It's like just pointless. What is it? Ingredient in consumable meat. I don't know. Oh, wait. Should have put those ones in there. Alright,
Looking for something special?
yeah. God distracted me.
May the eternal sun shine.
Okay. Ooh, that's pretty good. Okay, what's that one? 6006. And then we got, okay, 2552. Alright, I think I'm going to call it a day here very shortly. What? What do you mean? Oh, here. Okay.
Victory!
Just do a little cooking on the wall here. A cooking wall. Ooh, I forgot to take a screenshot out there. Okay, let's send these to Ginny. Okay, well, I didn't get anywhere near as close to halfway it as I wanted, but it was, for me anyways, an interesting day. And came really close to dying because of a stupid decision I made. But on the other hand, really close to having this completed, so I'll sneak down there again at some point. Ooh, Swiftness pot sold already. That's nice. Black Lotus. Ooh. Alright, that's it for me today.